Hello, my name is Robert Hollis. I want to thank you very much for tuning into this Periscope. Today's title is Focus and how to do that. How to do focusing. Stay focused even on the camera right there, you see? And so focus is very, very important. I used to be an auto mechanic from North Dakota, got hurt, put on workman's comp. And today I'm very, very blessed to be, a multimillionaire making millions of dollars a year. And now it's more important that I have helped other people succeed. So you can check out my documentation and more live training and free training on lifemechanic.com, lifemechanic.com. As you're on here and you're coming on, you can scroll this way, share on your followers, your Twitter followers, your Facebook followers, and then also, tap on the screen for hearts. I really, really appreciate it. So again, focus. Now, how many people would agree that focus is important? How many people would agree that focus is important? Now, watch this, because I want to help you with your mind. I want you to help you with your focus. I want you to help you get things done that you're accomplished. Why is it, and I know some of you are going to be blown away when I say this, why is it that you already know how to focus? You already know how to focus. So I want you to think of your life on a day-to-day basis, on the things that you have to be focused on. Now, when I take a shower, I'm pretty focused. Got my little ritual or routine that I do, and I'm focused. Now when I first learned how to drive, I was focused. If I'm going through canyon roads, I'm focused. If there's a lot of things in life that I have the ability to focus on when I need to focus. Once a year, we clean up our big property. We have a beautiful property in Montana. And when I'm running the chainsaw and I'm cutting up trees, extremely focused. So the first thing I want each and every one of you to sort of not beat up on yourselves is you do have the ability to focus. What makes you focus more times than others? Importance, priority. See, there's things that you focus on when we know we have the ability to do that. So now think about this. You're driving in the weather. I see Doug Harkins just popped up here. And, he popped on here for a reason, by the way. And so Doug decided to drive from Redondo Beach, California out to Billings, Montana to spend some time with me and Bill Ebert and the rest of the people who bought Melody Ryba and Scott Kloster. They drove all the way out here. It's probably about total driving time of about 18 hours. And when he got into Montana, one of the unique things that happened is that all of a sudden it started raining really bad. Not only did it rain bad, a lot of lightning. He went through an incredible thunderstorm while they were going through the mountains, coming across the pass from Bozeman. Now, I remember seeing him and he was focused. So when it's raining hard and everything's important, so isn't that amazing that when things are, amped up a little bit, when things are a little important and they're a little scary and, there could be a life and death situation, you have the ability to focus. You have 100% ability to focus. So now, if you're building your business, if you're building a following, and you need to focus on talking to finding prospects, piquing interest. You know what I mean? Doing what you're supposed to be doing to get them and build that rapport. Then guess what? You would focus if you were serious. You would focus and not get distracted. ADD is always dealing with distractions. A lot of people say that out of their mouth. They say, you know what, I'm ADD. I'm hyper ADD. I have, PhD. I got, post-traumatic stress disorder. I got, and I'm not making fun. I'm bipolar. I'm easily distracted. I'm depressed. And, these people don't realize that what they're doing is they're just using the same words. I'm not saying that people don't need to be medicated for these things. I'm just saying that when I say ADD, I call it always dealing with distractions. You see what I mean? I'm dyslexic. So I know that I can see when it's bothering me, when it affects me. But it doesn't stop me. It doesn't stop me from focusing. All I need to do is know that it's happening. And then what I do is you can't change what you won't acknowledge. So instead of it being something that is, I don't know what you would say, instead of dealing with the distraction, then you go, wow, I'm not going to let this distract me. Do you realize that when I'm like, for instance, we talked about Doug Harkins and he's driving and it's raining really hard. I want you to think of maybe a situation in your life. I'll give you one, and sorry to jump off this one, Doug, but, how about when a woman decides to have a baby? So now when she's going through labor, she's focused. You see what I mean? And nothing, listen to me, nothing is important but that act. You see what I mean? So when you really look at your life, I want you to think about it. Like we talked about in the other periscopes, if you're not serious, if you're putting things off, and by the way, you can go to lifemechanic.com and click on the blog when I talk about these free trainings and other periscopes that I've done. If you're not really serious, if you don't know what you want, if you don't want it really bad, then you're going to allow, listen to me, you're going to allow everything else to come in. You're going to allow it. If someone, you're supposed to be prospecting, and again, you're building your business for your future. You're helping other people become successful. You're inspiring and giving hope to other people. You're finding great opportunities to share with other people that need them. And then what you do is someone says, hey, there's TV show on. Hey, no problem. You drop everything and you go do that. While you're focused on prospecting, you've noticed that you just are flying through all the things in Facebook. You just keep going through them. Excuse me a second. But what you do is you end up allowing other things to distract you. You start going through other Facebook posts. You might watch a couple YouTube videos. You were supposed to get into training and you're supposed to educate yourself, and you allowed one video to turn into another one to turn into another one. And so what you got to do is you got to remind yourself. So I'm going to give you some things to do to help you focus. First, you want to set a time. Get a ritual. I call the ritual R-I-C-H, rich or ritual. I want to make my life richer, not just money. And I always got this setting on my desk in front of me. I'm always got this thing setting on my desk in front of me. I want to remind myself constantly to focus. Get the stuff done. So now each and every one of you, I'll give you some tips on how to make this happen. How you do it is you set a certain time of the day where you do one thing, and it doesn't make a difference what it is. Just something. Learn to do this. Right now, I know a lot of you guys have focus if you have a job. Can I tell everyone, do you got focus on a certain time that you get up in the morning, a certain ritual that you do, so you can get ready and have that cup of coffee if you drink coffee, and then you get on the road and you go through that ritual of getting to your job? See, you look at certain things in your life and you have focus. Now, why do you get up at that time? I get up at that time because I got these things to do. I got to get these things done because I got to be on the road. I got to be on the road at this time because if traffic happens, I can't be late. See, there's a responsibility for getting to your job on time. And if you don't get to your job on time or to school on time, you know what I mean? For those of you that are watching this that are younger, if you don't do that, there's consequences. You know, they'll write you up. You might, get a couple of warnings. Once you get a couple of warnings, you lose your job. See, you have the ability to focus. You 100% do. What if you're picking up your kids from school? What if you're getting your kids to soccer practice or dance practice? So you look through your whole entire life and you got these time slots where you're focused. Why? So you have the ability to do it. You have the ability to say, hey, if I want to get this done, I need to get this done. And it's amazing when all of a sudden something small comes up and you can do it too. So every once in a while, I got to get my hair cut. And I look at my schedule. I say I'll do it on Wednesday at 10 o'clock. It's set. So then I get up, I got a reminder. Wow, we live in the 21st century. Do you know how many times you can set an alarm on your phone? You can set an alarm on your phone for every half hour. Hey, are you focused? Hey, are you focused? On your computer. You can set it, hey, get back to work. Hey, you need to go for your dreams. Hey, you're trying to get out of your job. Hey, and some of you will look at those distractions and get back to work and get focused. And some of you will turn around and say, I'm going to delete that reminder. But when I need to get my hair cut, I know exactly what time I need to go. I look at my clock. I know how much time it takes me to take a shower. I know that I got to get up there and get in the shower and get out. I know how long it's going to take me to get to the person that cuts my hair. And it's funny, I can pull it off. I have no problem pulling it off. I know we got men and women both on this Periscope all the time. And women, give me a shout out. Give me some hearts, man. If you got to get your hair done, if you got to get your nails done, wow. Do you make it to the appointment on time? Man, do you make it on time? Yeah. So I want you to think about that. Is something like that you can put that much attention and focus to. Why is it that attention and focus done on prospecting, making connections with brand new people, building rapport, giving them something to generate reciprocity? It can. So there's a lot of people out there that know me personally, but I got a lot of people that are watching these Periscopes new. And you can ask anyone that knows me, Melody and Scott and Mary Ellen. It's like they all say, hey, listen, Robert, can you do a hangout with me? Can you do I want to introduce you to somebody. Can you help me out with something? And I'm going, yeah, right after 10:30. Right after 10:30 Mountain Time. Why? Because I'm not going to let anybody, anything unfocus me during my morning time. I get up, I got a routine, a ritual that I do, and I do it every day. And it was funny because I posted on my wall, Ray Higdon just recently wrote a foreword in a book. And they went through a lot of successful people and talked about their morning routine. And, you think about the time. So now some of you that you say, hey, I'm so busy. You're so busy because you're focused and you have a routine on things that you know are important. When are you going to put that same kind of focus on freeing up your time? See, if you put that kind of importance and that kind of focus on building your empire, building a loyal, satisfied customer group, finding other people that want to generate income for leverage, if you put that kind of focus on delivering an effective presentation to brand new people, you would free up your time. Are you listening to me? Watch this. Because if you're going to focus on something, I, believe it or not, immediately wanted to sacrifice things. See, I wanted to immediately say, listen, I'm not going to watch any football. I'm not going to watch NASCAR. I'm not going to watch MMA. I'm not going to watch boxing. There was all these things that I had in a week because my mentor made me put them in a journal. See, so I wrote down exactly what I did on a day-to-day basis. And when I found out, I said, you know what? For a short period of time, just a short period of time, I'm going to sacrifice from doing those things, use that same time to introduce me, my story, other people that I edify and promote story to new people, to generate an income. At that time, I only needed $4,000 a month. That's all I needed. And I knew that if I could generate that income, then I didn't have to have my job. And then I freed up another 12 hours. Now, when you say 12 hours, it's like I got an 8-hour day. And then it would take me an hour and a half, another 3 hours to drive there and drive back. So my whole thing was, I'm going to sacrifice what I'm wasting time on that's not getting me to my dream, and I'm going to put that stuff in that place. Can I get an amen? Can I get some hearts? So it's like when I was watching, normally when I watch, all of a sudden my weekends, that was for, I work so hard. I just work so, I need some relaxing time. Weekends are my relaxing time. Thank God it's Friday. Thank God it's Friday. I can actually start checking out mentally like around noon because it's Friday. And see, I can't wait to get out of here early. And so all of a sudden I thought, you know what? What if I could sacrifice from the time that, Friday night, usually got to relax, go out with the guys that I was a mechanic with, have a few brewskis, play some darts, play some pool. Come on. So I said, you know what I'm going to do is I'm going to sacrifice that time. I'm going to sacrifice my Saturdays and Sundays that I used to goof off, and I'm going to really focus during that time. Really focus. Really focus. Don't need to be a car salesman. Doesn't pay residuals. Doesn't help other people become multimillionaires. Why would I want to sell cars when I can help people get their dreams and their visions? That's silly. I'm silly. Salesmen that sell cars wish they could be me. I don't wish I could be them. Anyway, you always got people on here that don't know how to think, but that's okay. You know what I mean? That's why I'm here to help them. You know what I mean? It's like, wow, my goal is to be a sales car person. Whatever, all right? My goal is to be a multimillionaire and help other people do that. So thank you very much. You see, I get on tangents, but I'm focused. Wham. There you go. So now the next thing is just understand that I focused during that time. Why? Because I no longer wanted to get up before the sun came up. I no longer wanted to get home when the sun went down. I wanted to get out of rush hour traffic. I didn't want to go to a job. I didn't want to be a slave anymore. Having someone tell me what to do, tell me how much I'm worth, whether or not I need a review. Come on. So I really focused hard. Really focused hard. So I could replace that $4,000 a month income so I could quit my job, and now I got another 12 hours. Wow. And so the first thing I want to say before I finish this Periscope is simply this, is people say, well, I can't focus. And I'm going, what's the alternative? If you don't learn to focus and you don't learn to get rid of distractions, everything's a distraction. There's good distractions and there's bad distractions. But it's still a distraction if we don't figure out how to do what we're supposed to do. Every professional in the world practices their skill. Practices their skill. They do it in the morning. Why? Because mornings are a little more controllable than the rest of the day. All kinds of stuff can come up there in a day. But if you got a certain time that you're getting up, don't let anything get your me time, your prayer time, your meditation time, your personal development time. Get your mind in the game. And then once you're in that game, then guess what? Don't let anything take you away from getting rid of the stuff that you don't want to do. See, my whole goal, and my mentor shared this with me. Think of the things that you do. Think of the things that you do on a daily basis that you should earn enough income to do to pay somebody else to do it. See, everything that you don't like doing, you should be paying somebody to do. Take care of your yard, clean your home, maybe cook meals, take care of your cars. What are things that you do that you could hire somebody to do so you could stay more focused, to generate more money, to help more people, give more money to charity? You see what I mean? Learn the importance of focusing and don't allow anything to encroach or distract you from that time. If you're a kind of person, listen, 16 different personalities out there. If you're the kind of person that finds themselves always distracted, then you got to set up things to stop that. See, you really don't believe that this is that serious. Because again, if you could say, well, I'll give you guys all $1 million. All right, here's the deal. I'm going to give 5 people $1 million. And I'm going to find a way to give you the location in Vegas. You got to find a way to get to Vegas. And if you find me, and I'm going to give you clues, I'm going to give you $1 million. See, there's only 3 groups of people on this Periscope. The first group goes, I can't do it. I'm done. So they're not interested. You see what I mean? The second group of people are the people that go, do you think he really did well? I don't think he will. I don't know if he's got that kind of money. And see, they right away distract or totally get themselves. Did he just offer $1 million? Yeah. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. Then there's another group on here that says, you know what? I'm headed that way, and I'll figure out where he's going to be once I get there. So you want to find people that know how to believe in it. If you don't believe, that's the problem. If you don't know what you want, that's a problem. If you don't want it bad enough, that's the problem. You need to write a list of things that you don't want anymore. I did not want to work for somebody else anymore. So I worked all the time to focus, to make sure I never had to work for anybody ever again. And that was, you guys see me post my check. What was that? December of '87 or something like that. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed the Periscope. I'm looking forward to helping each and every one of you. Thank you very much for all the hearts. I love and appreciate each and every one of you. Check out lifemechanic.com, lifemechanic.com. We right now just have a lot of, I've been doing a lot of trainings, live trainings, and now we have that stuff. Matt took the time. God, thank you so much, Matthew, my son. And now we have it all edited. It's all up there so you guys can see the training that I do live. It's all now recorded. You know what I mean? So now you can go directly there and go there. So you rock. Thank you very much. I appreciate each and every one of you. Take care. God bless. I love you. And if I can focus, you can focus. I already told you, you know how. Let's just get the priorities and the importance there and watch how fast. You stay focused. All your energy goes into one place and you will start creating momentum, the law of attraction. You'll start finding the right people, and that's the key. So take care. God bless. Talk to you soon.